Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, of course. Welcome on back to another LEGO Mixels review. This is, of course, the Series 1 Cragster. Now, the only issue I have with Cragster is that I assembled him, but I actually lost the bag for him. So I'm going to show you the bag for Crater. I'm really sorry about that, but I didn't feel good about going to buy a brand new version of Seisemo just to show the bag, so I'm really apologetic about that. Obviously I can't quite recall as a result of that what the piece count was or the set number, but I can give you the set number actually because it is on the back here, which is 41504. So that's the number, of course, there for Seisemo, and obviously we would see Seisemo here instead of Crater. The packaging is pretty much the exact same thing. On the back here we would see, of course, the Cragster Max, which looks quite lovely. So once we take a look at Chuff and Crater, after we look at Seisemo, of course, we will assemble Cragster's Max, just as we have with the Infernites and with the Electroids, and of course that would conclude the Series 1 of the Mixels, which has me really excited for the series coming after this. But that being said, of course, as you can see Seisemo right there, that's kind of what he would look like on the package there. I hope you can make that out. I think so. Okay, I hope my camera is focused enough. But there you go. So I'm really sorry about that, guys. But it was just one of those things that was kind of out of my hands because it got thrown out by mistake. Like, I unpacked it and set it aside, and my mom had thought that it was garbage, so she just tossed it away, and I couldn't actually show it. So my apologies about that indeed. But that being said, here is Seisemo, who is the angriest of the Mixels and the angriest of Mixels of all, because he's got this frown that is just constantly, like, first of all, he's got these 4 triangles that are just pointing inwards, making him look permanently pissed off at everything and everyone. I've tried to, like, you know, lift this off, and that certainly helps, because right now he kind of looks a lot more surprised, doesn't he? And I've tried to maybe like flip this over like this, and it kind of helps somewhat, where he kind of looks more inquisitive. But if you have him the proper way that he's supposed to, obviously you could actually peel off the eye. Well, that sounds really brutal, but you can take off the eye and point it in different directions. But no matter which direction you do, as long as you keep these 4 things pointed this way, he will look angry. And it doesn't help that he's got these horns up here that make him look even angrier. But again, you could position these downwards like so, and then take this and position this upwards, and then he's got a little bit more of an inquisitive look, kind of like he's interested in something, or something has caught his attention, more so than when he looks like this, where he just looks very mad at everything. I don't know, maybe that's his character on the show, but that's definitely a really funny factor about him. He's actually a very thin Mixel, but as a result of being thin, he's able to be absolutely ginormously tall. I mean, here's Electroids Max, who's not a very tall Mixel by any stretch of the imagination, but you can see Seisemo towers over him. Even with the spiky hair, he's still taller than him, which is quite impressive. I mean, that was the one thing that when I assembled this guy, I was like, whoa, he is massive. And he's massive really predominantly due to his feet, or legs, that are done really ginormously. Now, of course, the Cragsters are kind of the design of kind of being made out of rock and ores and kind of mineral kind of things. So therefore, they've got this really cool kind of grayish feel to them, and I love the fact that obviously he's kind of shaped out to be made out of rocks, so that's why his feet kind of look like 2 ginormous boulders. But the other thing that I love about this design is the fact that it's asymmetrical, and what that means is that, of course, it's not the same. Like, if you look at the left foot, or sorry, I guess that's the right foot, the right leg or the left leg, they look different. Because you can see, I mean, there's some detail here that is apparent over here, like this gold piece that is missing over here. And no, I didn't misbuild it. That's how it's supposed to be built. And I love the fact that the feet themselves are different. So that's really cool. I love that design. I think that's a really cool idea to kind of, you know, have him stand out in that way and kind of feel like he was, you know, if you break a rock or something like that, or a mountain where there are some minerals, like maybe gold or something like that, and you would like cut it in half, and then just kind of take 2 random pieces and smash them together, that would be kind of what you would get here, which is quite cool indeed. You actually get an additional horn, which you're not supposed to use like I am here, where I kind of gave him like a little sword almost. But I thought that was just a cool little addition where you can go ahead and use that as an additional sword. I'm assuming we're going to use this for the Cragsters Max, that's why we got 3 of them, but I still felt like it was a cool idea to just have him kind of have a little weapon in hand. His articulation is actually pretty standard for his hands, obviously just inwards and outwards, nothing too crazy there. He looks very angry if you point him like this, doesn't he? I mean, look at that. That's like, oh gosh, Seisemo, you are a scary fella. His legs are super duper well articulated. That's actually really nice. So he can actually kick forwards, back, to the sides, which is fantastic. Then he can actually bend right here as well. So that's really great. So if you wanted to, obviously you could do kind of, you know, the cool part about him is because the legs are so sturdy, you can even have him in poses like this, you know, where most of the weight is actually going back, which is quite cool indeed. So I do like that quite a bit. He will sometimes tip over, but you got to just get it right, like this, for example, and there you go. And there you go, he'll fall off. I don't know why this always happens whenever you record. And then you could do also the opposite, kind of have the feet pointing forward like this. So that's quite cool. Again, gives him certainly a lot of variety. The most probably articulated legs out of all the Mixels, which is quite cool. And definitely, I think he's the tallest of the Mixels, at least of the basic Mixels, that's for certain. I'm not sure if he's taller than the Infernite Max, who I actually don't have on hand right now. But I think that he's certainly the tallest of the regular Mixels in Series 1, which is quite cool. He does have a little bit of a hollow back, which is a little unfortunate because if you look at most of the other Mixels, they do have some details on the back there, or it'll be kind of more flatter and complete. Here it definitely feels like a rock type terrain, which actually works well for the character that he is supposed to be portraying. So with all that being said, there you guys have it. That is the review for the one and only Seisemo, the first member of the Cragsters that I have taken a look at. Of course, we still have to take a look at Chef and Crater, and once we do that, then we will assemble Cragsters Max, which will be absolutely awesome. Cannot wait for that. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. So with all that being said, of course, if you guys enjoyed today's review, please smash that like button, share the video with your family and friends, and favorite the videos as well. And of course, have a fantastic day. I will catch you guys next time, and I'll see you later, alligators. Thanks for watching.